Oh. Oh.
That will get you kicked out of a Planet Fitness.
Yeah, that's really all it takes.
Hello.
And welcome
to the Minimum Wage Podcast.
Where even the name is above our pay grade.
So, speaking of Planet Fitness, I just happened to get... Yeah, I mean, we got to hop right into it.
I mean, are we even going to say welcome back to episode, 6?
No.
Or, yeah.
If my mind's on Planet Fitness, my mind's on Planet Fitness.
All right, we're going to Planet Fitness.
Welcome back to episode 6.
All right.
Not Planet Fitness.
What? So Planet Fitness, guys.
So, I got a membership today, believe it or not. During the summer, I may or may not have been faking my age. Yeah, so none of the events you hear recounted in this podcast, just for the record, ever happened.
Exactly.
But, yeah, so I may or may not have been faking my age this summer in order to get the high school summer pass. And so I was working out the entire summer for free at Planet Fitness. And I got into the routine, baby. I was running in the morning, then I was going to the gym. And that gym happened to be Planet Fitness.
Mars.
However, the summer pass ended at the end of August. And our whole plan was, me and my friend Colin, who I work out with, our whole plan was just to start working out at the university's gym. The school that me, Colin, and believe it or not, John are all three a part of.
Absolutely wild.
Anyway, so we decided to work out at that gym, and we did it for a couple weeks. This is the first week of September. So, well, we actually started when classes started, so we still had some time on the high school summer pass. But we were like, you know what, we're gonna get into the swing of working out at our own gym, at the gym that we actually pay for.
Right.
So we pulled up, and every single time we'd pull up, there would be people using the machines that we wanted to use.
Ow.
That's a problem because there's not that many machines in the gym. Planet Fitness has far more.
Yeah, Planet Fitness has a lot of machines. How much is it a month?
All right, there's two different options.
All right.
You can pay $10 a month, and you're locked into one singular Planet Fitness. That's your Planet Fitness.
All right.
Or you can pay $25 a month and bring a guest and not be locked into a single Planet Fitness.
See, I don't know about all that now.
And believe it or not, I'm paying $25 a month. Oh, I just kicked my laptop off the desk. I hope she's all right. We're still recording. She's fine.
Well, my heart stopped for like 2.5 seconds there, but
Yeah, whatever. I want an M1 anyway, so.
There you go.
But honestly, when this laptop dies, side note real quick, when this laptop dies, I'm going to get my dad to go in half because he stepped on this. I don't know how it's still working, to be honest with you.
Stepped on it?
Straight stepped on it. And my dad is not a light man.
Well, it was open or closed?
Closed.
Stepped
on that bit.
Does the screen still work?
I don't know. It just works like it never happened. It literally works like he never stepped on it. I never would have known if he hadn't told me.
Why are we actually taking off into the atmosphere?
Bro, yeah.
It's just not zoomed in.
All right.
Or rather, not zoomed out. Yeah, there we go.
You want that right there? Is that what you want?
Well, I was just saying, man. It was going real quick.
Yeah. Well, that's how quick it goes if you're zoomed in.
I mean, true. As a reference for what we're talking about the
waveform of our audio.
Yes, as it comes across the screen as we speak.
As we're recording.
Mm-hmm. It makes sounds like.
Yeah. So, yeah, my dad straight stepped on that guy, no problems. And that's how I know Apple Master Race.
Apple Master Race, I'll tell you.
We probably weren't trying to talk about Apple today, but believe it or not.
It ended up happening.
There it is.
Yep. I actually think we don't talk about Apple last podcast. Did we know at the end? I think we brought it up in like a quick 2-minute rant about a bunch of random things.
Okay. Well, speaking of Apple, actually, now that we're on that topic, my dad's actually looking to get a new phone when the new ones come out on Wednesday.
I might get the iPhone
14
Pro.
Really? Wait, don't you have the 12 or 11?
I have the 11 Pro.
Oh, okay.
So, it's been 3 years.
Okay.
And I would like a better battery life, really. I mean,
I would. That's really the big thing for me.
And MagSafe. I'd like MagSafe.
MagSafe is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my dad is thinking about getting a new phone.
Oof.
What he's going to do with the phone that he's got right now, I think he's got like the SE second generation. Or I guess third generation. The SE 2020 second generation.
I see.
Anyway, that thing is still chugging for sure, but
It's
not that great. And my dad doesn't have the greatest eyesight, so he's like, I need a little more real estate.
Right.
I need large text.
iPhone SE is not quite the best for those with the old eyes.
No, not at all. So he's going to transfer that to the home phone and then get himself a new phone.
You know, I don't like these Max phones. 6.7 inches is just a lot of real estate.
That is quite a bit.
I am perfectly, 6.1, perfection. Perfect amount of real estate. Not too much, not too little. There's just enough, screen, but it's not a whole tablet in my pocket.
Bro, when I got the 10S Max, absolute mind blown.
Marcy.
It was a game changer, dude, because I went from the iPhone 6 Plus to 10S Max. All right.
I went from, I think, the iPhone 6S to 11 Pro.
Okay, so relatively the same jump.
Yeah.
Anyway, my dad realized the other day he has never withdrawn money from Venmo. He's never just added his bank account to withdraw money.
So how much is in there?
$1,200.
Mercy.
And he had no clue. He didn't even know how to check his balance. And I Venmo'd him yesterday for something. And I was like, Dad, you have $1,200 in your Venmo. Because, I Venmo'd him, and then I just send myself money back because I realized I Venmo'd too much. So I was, messing around with his Venmo. Figured that out. I was like, what in the world is going on?
He's just hoarding his money in Venmo.
How could you have so much money in Venmo and not know? And then I started scrolling through his transactions. Yeah. He has, he's sent, 2 people money. It's all just incoming transactions.
And he's just not cashing in.
Yeah, it's wild, dude. So he's like, well, now that I know I've got some money, I'm about to get an iPhone. He was already planning on getting a phone. That's the funniest part.
Now he's got a bunch of money to do it with.
He had told me literally earlier in the day yesterday his plan to get the phone on Wednesday.
Nice.
And I found that money in the Venmo, and he's like, well, I guess I've got the money to buy a phone.
I might be doing the every year iPhone thing where you pay a monthly fee.
Oh, the iPhone Forever or whatever?
Yeah. Just because.
I don't think it's the greatest.
Is it? I mean, it's not really that bad. Because pretty much you just go with the carrier of your phone, you pay your phone bill and the bill for your phone, and every time a new one comes out, you just trade in. And so you always have the newest technology, but you're technically always paying for it, but you get a massive discount on it.
Do you really get a massive discount?
Well, you're not paying off that phone. I mean, you're really only paying for maybe half the phone, and then you just keep on paying a set amount, but you never actually pay the full price of the phone, but you'll end up paying the price of many phones over time, but you'll always have whatever's newest.
The question I have always had with something like that is when you inevitably break the phone, what happens?
You can get Apple Care.
You can get it repaired and just fine?
I think you would buy Apple Care.
Okay.
You could pay per the month as well.
Pay per month for Apple Care.
How much is it for Apple Care per month?
I don't know. It's $100 for the phone. It's $200 something if you get loss protection.
So on the iPad, I think I paid $129 or something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
For my one-time Apple Care.
Apple Care is so worth it, dude.
Honestly.
I think I've already told the pod the story about the Apple Pencil, right?
Maybe, but we can tell it again,
I can't tell if I told the pod or if I told you about it. This is really not even an advertisement for Apple Care because I had no Apple Care on it. It's just an advertisement for Apple in general. Their customer service is unparalleled.
So it looks like for the iPad Pro, you either pay one time $129 or $6 a month.
Wow. But how long does it last?
$129 is 2 years.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So I paid the $129. Now for the next 2 years, my iPad is covered.
That is really nice, actually. I like that a lot.
Obviously, I'm not out here trying to break it. I'm trying to, not break it because that would suck. But in the event that it does happen, she's covered.
Yeah. So the story with the Apple Pencil, I did not have Apple Care. I bought the Apple Pencil third party. I bought it on eBay. So this is back when I got my first iPad. And I was like, you know what? If I'm going to get the iPad, I'm going to get the pencil as well.
Heck yeah.
Of course. That's like, there's no better product symbiosis than the iPad and the Apple Pencil.
But there is the Magic Keyboard.
The Magic Keyboard is like so good, actually. But most of the time, you're not going to need that. And also, like, I would say even that the Apple Pencil it surpasses the Magic Keyboard.
But the Magic Keyboard gives you an extra USB-C port.
How?
Because it has an extra USB-C on it.
What? I thought the Magic Keyboard was like cordless.
Yeah.
How'd that work?
It's got these things on the back of it.
What?
It's some crazy technology.
So what happens if you plug a USB-C like device into there?
Where?
Into the Magic Keyboard.
If it's hooked up to your iPad, it'll just hook up to your iPad.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. So it basically just gives you extra ports if you have it plugged up.
It pretty much just gives you an extra port because, like, whenever it goes on to the iPad, there's like these three like little gold things, and they touch. And
you're talking about the iPad keyboard, not the actual Magic Keyboard.
Right. The iPad keyboard.
That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, that makes a little more sense. Even still, I stand by what I said, dude. The Apple Pencil.
Wow.
Do you have the pencil?
I don't.
Do you have the keyboard?
I do.
So we're actual opposites. That's why we think each one is better than the other. Because I don't have the keyboard, but I do have the pencil. You have the keyboard, but don't have the pencil.
Mercy. Also, so much for Planet Fitness.
What?
We've gone off on.
Oh, yeah. I'll go back to that. Anyway, I want to finish the story with the Apple Pencil, dude. So I bought this Apple Pencil on eBay, actually. And it was like $50 or something. Normally, coming from the Apple Store new, that's going to cost you $100. $100. Okay?
Plus taxes.
So I got myself quite a deal. A little half-off deal. But it comes in the mail, and I start trying to use it. And it works on the Notes app. I can draw just like I'm supposed to. However, the drawing app I use, Procreate, it does not work with.
Ow.
And I'm like, what in the world is going on here? It came with an extra tip, so I screwed off the original tip, screwed the new one on, and still the same problem. So I was like, what is going on here? So I got an appointment with the Genius Bar at Apple, and it's very easy to do, like just through the Apple support app. You can just get a Genius Bar appointment for any of your products. So I said, Apple Pencil. And I pulled up at the designated time. Immediately, they already knew. They were like, Dalen? I was like, what? I walked into the store, and there was just like a random person standing there. And they're like, Dalen, you here for the Apple Pencil?
That person just knows everything about you.
Dude, it's crazy to me. I don't even know how they work.
They, like, look for your iPhone.
That's a potential. But also, it might be obvious if they've only got like one Apple Pencil like appointment for the day, and they see my ass walking in with the iPad and the Apple Pencil. Could be.
Something like that.
Either way is possible. Very possible. So I walk up. They're like, hey, yeah, come on, sit down right here. So I sit down, and this girl gets out her Apple Pencil. Well, first she has me show her exactly what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I start drawing, and she's like, oh, it doesn't work on Procreate, but it works on Notes. Weird. Let me try my pencil. So she plugs her pencil up, tries it, and it works on everything. She's like, let me go get a new tip. So she goes out to the back, comes back, then tries a new tip, still not working. So she's like, let me try one more thing. She goes out, comes back with a whole new pencil, starts trying it. It works perfectly. She's like, okay, so you've bought this pencil within the past year, correct? And I was like, yeah, because I just bought it like the other couple days ago on eBay. So I'm like, of course I bought it within the past year. I wasn't going to tell her the eBay part, but yeah, I bought it within the past year.
Yeah,
And she's like, okay, here you go. literally just hands me the new Apple Pencil. And I'm like, what? I don't even know what to say, dude. What are you going to say?
Is it just,
all right. I said, thank you so much. Have a good one. Literally in and out, 10 minutes.
Love that.
New Apple Pencil. I paid nothing. $0 out of pocket.
That's absolutely wild.
Dude, it was incredible. But like things like that are why I love Apple so much. And really why I would love to work for Apple. That would be the optimal job, dude.
Indeed.
Be a software developer for Apple. Imagine that.
Mercy.
They're doing crazy shit always, bro. I want to be a part of that team. Anyway, back to Planet Fitness because we have gotten sidetracked.
Oh, mercy.
So I got the $25 Planet Fitness membership today, and I brought my friend Colin today as the guest, and we ended up working out for 2 hours. 2 hours and 15 minutes, to be exact. 2 hours and 15 minutes, bro.
That's a while.
That is quite a while.
I really couldn't see myself doing that for quite a few reasons.
One of which being your heart rate.
And the other of which being my unwillingness to be in the gym for 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah. Well, today, as you know, little insider knowledge, we're filming this on Labor Day.
Labor Day
So
pod.
we did not have school today. So I had 2 hours and 15 minutes on my hands to be able to go to the gym.
Love to hear it.
And I took advantage.
Love to hear that. Yeah, it's a good thing that it was Labor Day because I would not have been able to get to class and actually learn anything.
Yeah, why?
Because I woke up, dude, and my brain was just all over the place.
Your brain knew it was the Labor Day.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
I said, I'm going to take a break.
Like, I woke up. Like, I actually woke up at like 9, but like my brain woke up at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Oh, God forbid. We all have those days, but thank God it was a day you don't have school.
I was like, seeing as now that I'm in college, like I can't afford these days.
This would be detrimental.
But it was on the one day where it didn't matter.
Yes.
I was like, praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. Because that always resets your timer.
I know.
Like you've got another, like at least a couple weeks until that's going to happen again.
Exactly.
So you're like just praying that it's on a Saturday or Sunday. Today,
or Friday. I can afford Fridays.
You don't have classes or what?
I got no class.
Not a single class on Friday.
Not a single one. And hang on, seeing as we don't have labs on this week.
Wait, what?
We don't have lab, right?
That's something I did not know.
Well, apparently.
Where did you hear that? Did you get a D2O announcement or something?
From like a lot of people. Everyone's been saying, "Hey, by the way, labs are canceled this week."
Where's my email?
Dude, that's what I'm wondering. So apparently, if the first lab that week is canceled, they just cancel lab 2 as well. I'm gonna look into that.
Yeah, I would double check. Look on your schedule.
If that is the case, then the only class I have on Wednesday is gonna be at 1 till 1:50.
What?
So it's like,
wait, what class do you have on Wednesday?
That usually I have the comp sci lab and math.
What about your actual comp sci class?
That's on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
That's so odd.
Yeah.
That's actually really weird. Normally the labs are straight after.
It goes lab on Monday, lecture Tuesday, lab Wednesday, and lecture Thursday.
I hate that.
It's wild.
I hate that so much. I guess that is kind of nice because you get the opportunity to look back over the knowledge that you learned in the lecture, look back over the slides before you have to put it into use in the lab. But when I took 1301, the class that you're in right now, I had the lab immediately following the lecture.
Mercy.
So like we were downstairs for the lecture, 15 minutes of lecture time, went over the slides. Then we go to the lab, and then that's like 2 hours where we're taking advantage of the knowledge that we just learned in the lecture and applying it and actually coding. But that format I like a whole lot better, to be honest, even though you do get time to like look back over the lecture slides. For me, it was always super helpful to see exactly how to implement new things and then be able to implement them immediately because it like solidified the knowledge.
I'm looking at my schedule here, and it technically shows class today. It doesn't even like have anything marked as Labor Day.
No way.
Which means that this thing is just a bad schedule.
Yeah, just incorrect.
Yeah. So, do I trust people or do I not trust people?
I haven't gotten an email yet. So
apparently no one else has either. It's just a thing.
No, get out of here. I would have gotten an email for sure, dude.
I mean, yeah, that would have made sense because you're...
There's no doubt in my mind.
UCA.
I mean, your professor is very... Well, your professor for the labs, because you have a different one for lectures, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So your professor for the labs is super type A. Everything is down to the T. Unless
it's just one of those things that's like, it's just inferred.
It's not inferred, though. There's no way.
Dude, I've talked to like 5 people, and apparently it's just been like, dude, how do you not know this? Everyone knows that there's no lab if the first lab is canceled.
That is nothing that I've heard. Where is that? Show me that in writing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
show me that in writing.
Like,
that ain't no syllabus.
Boy, well, how'd you hear? How'd you know? And they're like, it's just a thing. We just don't have it. It's, like,
it's ridiculous.
It's like, boy, that don't help me much.
Boy, they're just not pulling up for the labs. The bottom line, they're just skipping the labs.
Well, it makes sense, though. Because, like...
They build on each other?
Because, like how we do lab projects is there's, like, a project every week. And you spend the first lab working on it, and then you spend the next lab working on it.
Word?
So, if you cut out one of those labs, then it's like, well, what the heck?
What the heck you doing?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it does make sense for sure, but I'd say until further notice, plan on going to lab.
I mean, maybe you would be able to investigate that.
Yeah, I will absolutely investigate. I'll talk to your professor.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole thing. We started off on Planet Fitness, and where are we now?
Oh, man. We're at the labs that are canceled. Not really. Man, so last week I was talking about researching, and this week I've got a little update for y'all. I managed to secure my advisor for my thesis, which that's big news.
Yeah, that's pretty important.
Yeah, that is super important. That's really the first step. And now that I have the advisor mapped out, the topic will come very, very smoothly. Because I've already talked with this man's about the topic. And I've already got, like, the basic plan for the topic. So, legitimately, all I need to do to complete the class that I'm in, the honors proposal class, is literally put in writing, like, what my topic is. It's like a 1-page thing, and then you're done.
Wow.
You can just finish it, like, what is it? Like a month into class. And then you're just done for that class.
What the heck?
Yeah, which is super nice. You don't have to meet. The class will continue meeting every week. And I just don't have to attend.
Wow. So apparently there was like a camping class.
That's a thing?
There was.
Underwater basket weaving type shit.
Where you would just go camping once. That was the whole class.
What?
The whole class was you would just go camping one time over the weekend.
One weekend?
The whole class. Well, yep. One weekend.
That sounds incredible.
I know. It's like, bro, for easy creds.
Yeah. But I'll do that during the school year, just not for credit.
I mean, honestly.
Yeah. The question I always have with ones like that is like, how exactly are you going to be like determined that you got the credit? Or how are you going to get an A, B, C?
Probably just hand out A's.
I mean, there's no way you could get anything other than that.
Yeah.
Other than like you pull up like, I don't know, you be drinking on the camping trip or something like that.
Exactly.
Then that's like all the kids that fail, they're just bringing drinks. Yeah, that's the only way to get anything below an A. The only 2 grades that are given out are fails and A's.
Yeah, I can't really imagine how there would be different grades for that.
You're just camping.
Exactly.
I guess, are you doing any instruction? Like, are there any type of classes like this is how you set up a tent? This is how you tie a knot?
I'm sure they teach you that stuff as you're camping, but not like
wow,
in the
you're
classroom.
camping?
I mean, probably. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. This is the first time hearing of this, but
I don't know much about it.
it's incredible.
I only got small amounts of information.
Yeah. And you can't know much about it now that it's not even a course.
Exactly. Now it's gone. Long gone, never to be seen again.
Rip the goat, dude.
Dude, F.
I would have loved to take that.
Exactly. Like, that would have been an incredible class.
How many credit hours do you think it was? Could not have been more than one, dude.
No, I mean, yeah, like, come on.
There's no possible way.
There's no way it's not more than just one, because you quite literally go for just one day.
Is it really one day? It's not even a full weekend. Like, you pull up on the Friday.
I think it's a whole weekend, probably.
So you pull up on the Friday, you come back on the Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That would make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
But even still, there's no way it could be more than one.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on.
Come on.
You can't have a lecture about that.
No way. Like, there's not that much that you could learn. I guess, you could go super in depth and learn, like, edible plants. Like,
it's time to be real.
Oh, is it? All right. Time to be real, everybody.
Be real on the pod.
Be real on the pod. We're pulling the phones out. Be real has been done.
Be real has been accomplished.
Welcome back to the pod.
Welcome back to the pod, yeah.
Happy to have you.
Dude, always. Always happy to have you, being you, listening to this podcast, and you across from me talking to me.
Thank you, man.
Honestly.
I'm always happy to be here. It's always happy to... Always happy? I'm always happy to have you, sir.
Indeed.
Sitting across from me. Especially in this configuration, because when I'm editing...
Oh, yeah. Probably makes it so easy, seeing as our mics are quite literally pointed in opposite directions.
Yes. Oh, my gosh, bro. So nice. When we were on the same couch together, you could hear major crosstalk.
Yeah.
So anytime I would edit out portions where, like, one person was, like, hella talking over the other person, you could hear them still just quietly talking over somebody.
That's funny.
Yeah. But now, we don't have that problem. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Now we sit across from each other, and our audio tracks are kept very separate, as they should be.
Indeed. So, one thing that happened today was that I started work on the first of 20 websites that I plan to build.
Marcy.
So, it sounds way worse than it actually is, because the way it works with WordPress is that you can copy a website over to a different domain. So basically what my plan is to make one, like, layout website, which is the one I'm working on right now.
Well, so how are you making these websites? Are like
WordPress.
So you could use like a service online.
There is a service.
And just easily, just create.
No, I mean there is a service. There's something called Divi, which is an add-on to WordPress. That's a theme builder. And it's all drag and drop.
As it should be.
It's super, super easy. It will probably, once I can actually get in, because I've been having some issues with DNS. And DNS, for those that are uninitiated, it's domain name service. Basically, the way the internet works is every single website has an IP address. And that IP address is hidden from you. You type in google.com, and your computer just knows that you want to go to like 192.168.10.50.1, which is, the IP address for... Okay, yeah, I put an extra dot. That .1, take that out. It's not
unless
Google.
you were doing a port, in which case you could have a colon and then
you could have a colon and then 42 or something.
But it probably wouldn't be 1.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah. Anyway, so your computer knows that when you type in a address, a URL like google.com, that what you want to see is the IP address of google.com. And it does this all in the background. However, if you mess with things, you can break it.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to break, but it's also pretty easy to fix.
Yeah, absolutely. However, it wasn't proving to be as easy to fix as I thought it was going to be.
Oh.
You can flush your DNS, which basically makes your computer try and figure out what all the websites are again. And I did that. Did not work.
Oh.
You can also clear your DNS cache, which is the same type of thing. Did not work. However, what I did do was just wait an hour and a half. Well, I guess 2.5 hours. Come back after the workout, and it worked.
I hate computers. I despise computers.
I love internet.
Like, I love the internet. It's so awesome, but it also sucks.
Yeah, big time. There's a lot of problems.
It's just a bucket of problems. But
Dude, you know what I found out? So I'm in a web development class right now.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out there was no reason in the first place to have HTTPS :
Huh?
You know how in the beginning of a URL it's got like HTTPS : No reason for that. You could have just had URLs, but the person that created the framework for how the internet works did that.
Well, right now you would have to like go whether it's P or PS.
Yeah, well, no, like either of those. You could just never have had to have that if he had built it correctly.
Well, there are so many things like why the only reason that keyboard is the way it is because somebody made it like that.
Yeah, true.
And then it was like, all right, this is the keyboard, and that's
yeah.
it.
But I think the keyboard is one where there actually was like science that went into it, like the keys that are used the most are closest to your fingers or something. For English,
I disagree. Because I find that my pinky is always hitting up top left, hitting like P and all that. So
P, and
I think they're tripping.
Yeah, I mean, quite possibly. And also, it wasn't created in this century.
Exactly. And there's just like a lot of things about how how just computers work that's just really pretty dumb that it has to be how it is. But the only reason it has to be how it is because that's how it was. And in order to ensure backwards compatibility, we got to keep everything built off these dumb standards that were invented like 30 or 40 years ago.
You know, it's wild.
By some scientists at IBM.
There's a language called COBOL, which is extremely old.
Oh, yeah. That's the old boy.
However, 80% of ATMs are still running off COBOL.
Well, apparently, like, there's a lot of things running on COBOL. That's, like, not just ATMs. Like,
no, yeah. I was going to get into that a little bit because literally almost every governmental website has COBOL running in the background somewhere. So, like, the IRS, like, 90% of what they have is COBOL. And that's probably half the reason it takes, like, a year to get your tax return back.
yeah, it's because it's running on some, like,
it's running on doggone archaic technology.
And, like, no optimization, you know?
Zero. And zero thought for optimization.
So, hang on. Do we want to make a heavy change of topics here?
How heavy?
All right, so, in the grand topic of PC gaming versus console gaming, one of the massive advantages of playing on console, especially on the newest consoles, is the games you are playing are pre-optimized for that console. On PC, in order to get the like best performance out of your game, you have to manually go in and optimize it.
Oof.
But on console, you just download it, start playing, and it's playing at the best it can. So
yeah,
which is convenient.
That's one thing I found with Warzone, dude. Warzone is trash. Everyone knows that. Warzone is so trash. It's so fun, don't get me wrong.
Well, okay. I wouldn't say it's trash. I'd say it's got a lot of problems. It's got a decent amount of bugs. Their servers have been having issues, but I think that they've largely given up on it for because they're waiting until Warzone 2.
Well, nowadays I don't actually know the state of Warzone.
It's yeah.
However, when we were playing, trash.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Compared to games like, Halo, games that were actually like well made, like they actually thought of everything. And even older CODs, like Black Ops 2, you could never tell me that game is like not optimized well.
Are we talking about like the optimized, like how it runs, or like
yeah? I would get booted off servers left, right, and center, dude.
Oh, that wasn't Warzone then. That was Activision's crappy servers.
Yeah, well there you go.
And that's just Activision's crappy servers.
That's sad, dude.
Servers.
What I see it as is like just destroying my experience with Warzone. Not beyond repair, because obviously I played the hell out of that game.
Oh yeah,
we loved our Warzone, boy.
I'll tell you what.
But it definitely did make my life as a Warzone player harder than it had to be.
By the way, there's still like lag on the games as well. There were times where like freeze and rubber band, like I lost the game. Because I was lagging.
A rubber banding is the absolute worst.
Rubber banding's gotten me killed way too often.
Dude, I remember back in the Minecraft days, I never knew what was happening. Apparently, I was getting DDOSed.
What?
There's no doubt in my mind. Now, after knowing like what a denial of service attack does.
Who was DDoSing you?
Dude, so I had actually a lot of people against me on the PvP server that I played on.
Oh, really?
Tons of fools against me, bro.
Mercy.
And one time, they wanted a Skype. And I was like, you know what? I might be down to team up with them. You know, because they all had like incredible stuff, same as myself. And so I hopped in a Skype call one time. Turns out it's so easy to get somebody's IP off of Skype. Okay?
Skype's just broadcasting.
So would you not know it? After the Skype call, every now and then, normally when I have my best stuff on, I start rubber banding to hell, and then I get booted. And I was like, what in the world is going on? What would fix it was I would just unplug my router and plug it back in and hop back in. However, now knowing what a denial of service attack does.
You were getting DDoS.
I was getting DDoS, bro.
You were 100% getting DDoS.
I was 150% getting DDoS.
That is wild.
Yeah, it's wild, dude.
Imagine DDoSing someone on a freaking Minecraft PvP
That's
server.
how, bro. People went wild on Minecraft PvP.
I know. Like,
with
people
booters,
got invested.
Because there are all these little kids with their mom's credit cards. Like,
exactly.
They've all got access to a booter.
It's wild.
Every kid on Minecraft PvP has access to a booter. It blows my mind. To this day, it blows my mind.
It's outrageous. They darn kid these days.
That was the good old days for sure.
Oh, yeah. I've logged my hours on Minecraft.
Oh, my gosh. I wish there was a counter, dude.
Do you? Do you really want to know?
I really do want to know, dude.
Oh, dude.
I want to know, and then I think my mom would be extremely disappointed in me.
Dude, I would not like again, I don't know if we talked about like how much watch time I have on YouTube, but like, yeah, it's up there. See, that I don't know if I want to know that counter.
That I do want to know.
Because that if I find it out, I want it to be like passed to me on a note, and then I'm gonna eat said note so no one else gets to know how much time I spent.
I love how that's what's gonna happen. Like, that's how it has to go down. These are the only conditions. It's gotta be passed to him on a note, and he's gotta eat it immediately after.
Left, right, just.
Oh my gosh! You can't like shred it up and like throw it away somewhere. You gotta eat it.
Nope. Just.
Those are the only conditions on which he can see his watch time.
Exactly. Unfortunately, though, it's impossible because I watch YouTube without an account for like 2 or 3, maybe even 4 years, really. So I watched YouTube for years and years without an account, and then I had 4 or 5 different accounts that I've watched YouTube with.
Gracious.
But now I'm on like one main one,
Yeah. I had it set up to where my cousin on his phone was logged into the same account as me, and it was great because he moved. And then, like, really my only contact on him was, like, looking through my history.
And seeing what he was watching.
And that tells you so much about a person and about where they are in life, about their mind state.
Yeah, which is why I, like, hate people looking at my watch history because I feel like it just, like, exposes me.
It exposes your inner core, dude.
Exactly. Like, hang on. I'm going to go look at my...
Are you about to look at your watch history right now? Yeah, that's actually a good question. I'm about to look at mine real quick, too. I've set it now to where on my screen time I get 1 hour a day on YouTube, and I hit it every day. I hit that 1 hour mark every day, dude.
I put a screen time limit on, but then I just, like, kept on ignoring it, so... There was no point.
I do ignore mine quite a bit, but like I still have it there because it's like a little bit of friction. So there are some times when I'm like, all right, I'll quit.
Right.
Why woke people are undesirable is my first one. Then this one that I didn't even watch. Like I started the video and was like 30 seconds in. Ethan Decline is a liberal racist. Patrick CC, YouTube, you can't ignore this forever. How to fix DNS probe.
He's trying to fix that.
Yeah. How to create a dropshipping website with WordPress. The disgusting results of Sidemen Tinder. Sneeko reacts to Jordan Peterson.
I have a very interesting history here. It goes all over the place.
The question I have is like, what would you rank your videos? Like, number one category.
Probably entertainment. I don't know.
Huh. Read some of your videos off.
All right. So we got why do I have 80 staff? My line is tech tips. A short of Rick and Morty posted by Adult Swim. Some Noah J 456. Some Vanos. How to set up an Xbox Series X with a capture card.
Yes.
Could a U.S. supercarrier defeat the whole U.S. defeat the whole Japanese Navy in World War II? The answer is kind of interesting.
Oh, is it yes?
Can anything match the F-22 in 2022? 1 second. The F-35 jet NATO superweapon. Then we go to like...
Who are those by?
So we have Binkov's Battlegrounds and then Simple History. We got some stuff by Alpha Phoenix. I watched a video about why fans go like off, high, medium, low.
Yeah.
That was interesting. And what happens if you pass a portal into itself? That was a very short one. And yeah, I have some Raspberry Pi like project videos in here.
Do you have a Raspberry Pi?
I do. I have a Raspberry Pi 3 plus B.
I would love to mess around with that guy a little bit.
Dude, I would love to get more Raspberry Pis.
Yes. Okay.
You know, got a lot of gaming stuff. Then it goes back to like making different types of engines. Like this guy made this really cool little engine. Building a sword, building some tables. Lots of stuff about science and physics, Rick and Morty, some Minecraft stuff, Chinese Communist Party stuff. Oh, our podcast. Look at that.
Yeah, I know. I found our podcast scrolling through a little bit.
Love that. And then some compilations and some tea about some people. Oh, and lots of Joe Rogan clips. Yep, they're all the Joe Rogan clips.
Yes.
There they are. Yeah, so it's all over the place, as it usually is.
Yeah. Interesting. You do have like a lot of educational stuff in there though.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part about YouTube is like there's so much educational stuff on there that it's like, how are you going to ration out your time on there? You feel like you're learning.
Yeah.
You are learning for sure.
Exactly.
So it's like easy to justify to yourself. Oh, what's a 15-minute video where I'm learning something?
Let's see how many hours I got today.
Wait, you can check. Oh, screen time. Yeah, we got to see that. I'll pop in screen time too.
All right,
we'll expose ourselves on the pod.
You go first.
Oh, okay. What do you think it is?
2.5 hours.
2 hours, 8 minutes.
No, what do you think mine is?
No, I think considering the fact that you made me go first, I'm going to give you 3 hours.
3 hours is your final guess.
Now that you're asking if it's my final guess, I've got to go 3.5.
3.5 is your final guess.
Final guess.
8 hours and 35 minutes.
No, John.
It's just been running all day.
No.
I haven't like been on my iPad all day, but it's just kind of been running on autoplay all day.
8 hours?
Yeah, pretty much like turned on YouTube and then I never turned it off. I would like put it in my pocket, but it was still playing.
Whoa. What are you watching?
Dude, you know what I just listed?
Your history right there? That was all today?
Most of it.
Whoa.
I mean...
That is actually mind-boggling.
Let's go to today. Let's just count how many videos.
Yeah, count the videos of today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay. Well, these two don't count. I fell asleep. So... You can cut off here. Let's actually go find out how many hours we should cut off from me falling asleep.
So you took a nap today?
So looking at today, yeah, you can cut off 3 hours. So probably about 3.5 hours. So I was on it for about 5 hours of waking time, which does include some watch time last night. Actually, you can cut off 4 hours. Okay, that's about safe.
All right, now it's getting closer though. what I said.
I got 4.5 hours of watch time today. So if I count how many I watched like this morning, well, if we're to start this morning, right? This is the first video I watched this morning. The first video I watched this morning was throwing fake gang signs on thugs in the hood. Needless to say, it doesn't end well like a lot of times.
Really?
Like chased. Like every time. It's kind of funny.
That is crazy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Do you think it's a fake video?
Oh, no.
No?
No.
Who's it by?
This is by a channel called Top Notch Idiots. And yeah, I mean, like, they pretty much just mess with random people on the street.
Interesting.
And like it's pretty easy to tell whenever something is staged, but yeah.
I don't know. There were a lot of pranks back in the day that I watched, and I was like, "Oh wow, this is crazy." And then it turns out, like 2 weeks later, people find the actors that were a part of it. And you're like,
I see.
"Oh."
Well, like based off the fact that like he goes up and like messes with them,
Mm-hmm.
and then he runs away, trying to like explain like please don't hurt me. Like, you know, it's just for video. It's just a prank, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's fair, but they could definitely have staged that.
Well, right. I mean, it definitely could have been staged, but I don't think it was in this case.
You don't think it was?
But
okay.
yeah, that was the first video. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, I just clicked on another video. Oh, stop. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 videos, and that doesn't even count the amount of YouTube shorts I watched.
That is wild. So I've watched about 5 videos today.
All right.
Let me actually go look at that in a second. First of all, what is your daily average on YouTube?
I actually have 2 or 3 more videos that I plan to watch, and probably more after that. My daily average, 5 hours and 28 minutes.
Wow, that's kind of wild.
And what's yours?
An hour, 4 minutes.
So I think that counts stuff playing in background.
Yeah, no doubt.
Which is a lot of that time.
Yeah, okay.
Because again, I don't listen to much music.
Yeah, so for me, Spotify's a big one.
Yeah, which, you know,
So
makes sense.
What? I think this might be wrong. Because it says my daily average is 3 minutes on Spotify.
Spotify, I don't know if that tracks in the...
Oh, yeah, because it can be playing when your phone is, like, fully off.
Right. Whereas even if YouTube is playing in the background, it still has the like player open and like has a picture like ready to go.
Yeah.
So that still has to count.
Yeah, but Spotify, your phone can be completely closed.
Right.
So it can't calculate like screen time, you know.
Right. Whereas with like YouTube, I can go on here and I can like, you know, start playing something but without noise.
How many videos do you think I've watched today?
You said 5.
Including shorts. I thought 5.
Including shorts? It depends on the shorts, man. You know, you can watch 10 in like 5 minutes, or you can watch 102.
You could.
Including shorts? 23.
No.
How many?
9.
9. See,
9.
I didn't count shorts. Are you really about to make me go count my shorts?
No, don't. Because I know that's going to be crazy, dude. I don't even know if I want to hear that number, dude. I'm scared. Oh, you count them all right now? Good Lord. The fact that he's been scrolling this entire time is scary. Oh, he's still scrolling. He's still scrolling. Oh my God. Are you even counting at this point? I've lost count.
Counting.
Bro, this has got to stop.
69. There it was.
In one day, you've already watched more shorts than I've watched in my entire YouTube life.
88 shorts on top of the 26 videos. That's over 100 and nothing. Wait, how many is that? Is that 114 pieces of content?
You've left me speechless.
That also includes one episode of Rick and Morty I watched on the Adult Swim website.
Oh my God.
Not to mention the time I spent on Instagram whenever I woke up.
Let us all take a moment of silence for John's attention span.
Dude, what do you mean my attention span? You know how long? I watched some long videos today. 2 of which were 2 hours.
Okay, 80 shorts.
Yeah.
That is mind-boggling.
I watch a lot of shorts, man. You know?
That is...
I get stuck in these rabbit holes.
I'm literally still dumbfounded by that number, bro. I saw you scrolling continuously.
Rick and Morty, Family Guy, got some random car one. I got a funny one, prank calling subscribers, a clip from a show, clip from a game, clip from a show.
Do you have TikTok?
I mean, I have the app, but only for the eventual release of our official podcast TikTok.
I forgot about that. I was there when you got TikTok.
Be a thing, but other than that, no. But I'm sure China's already enjoying all that extra juicy data they're getting off me.
Oh yeah.
So whatever.
All your keystrokes.
I'm already a slave to the. Actually, on Apple you can ask, not
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they get access to your keystrokes, do they? How?
I don't know. Security analysts have come out and said it doesn't matter what you tell them to do. They're still logging
guys,
everything.
We're not getting to TikTok until we have a official podcast iPhone.
For real?
I just uninstalled the app.
That's funny.
Oh, speaking of like keystroke capturing, never, ever, ever log into anything in the in-app browser on Instagram. Because they actually track all your keys, including any passwords you can enter in, any credit card information, all that. They save that and
that's
can
crazy.
see it. Not like encrypted data.
Plain text.
No, that's like plain text data. They just take that. So
that is wild.
Copy link and go to your own browser.
Yeah.
Well,
literally on Apple, they've got a Safari button in the bottom right corner.
Yeah, that's what's great. You just put it, boom, safety.
Yep.
Now, it doesn't mean it's like impenetrable, but at least you're not handing that for free.
Yeah. At least you're making it a little harder for them.
Exactly.
Dude, that is wild, actually. We live in such a crazy world where the only way that you're paying for products
is you. Like, you are what's paying for it.
Yeah. So this is one thing that actually my old boss told me. He said, if you're not paying for a product, then you are the product.
Exactly. There it is.
There it is.
They're paying for you.
And honestly, with that, we're coming up on an hour.
Really?
If you're not paying for a product, then you are the product.
You are the product. So
this has been episode 5.
Wait. So does that mean that our viewers are the product?
This has been episode 5 of the Minimum Wage Podcast. Make sure you like
and subscribe and hit the bell. Leave a what are they going to comment this week?
Comment if they are the product.
Comment whether you are the product or whether we're the product. Are we the product?
Are we the product or are you the product?
I think we're all the product here on the Minimum Wage Podcast.
We're in the name is above. Grade. Peace.